friends, in this English video, I will teach you exactly how to use the very important English word though. It's a small word, but it has a really big impact on the way that English speakers express themselves in conversation. I'll teach you through various dialogues and example sentences in today's lesson how to use though. So let's get started. First things first, let's talk about exactly what the word though means. It's really hard to define simply, so that's why we'll be going over so many examples today. When you use the word though, it's used to introduce a new subject or to contrast something in a sentence. So you're saying something and then you're going to say kind of the opposite in the same sentence. One way that we can use though, that's probably the most common way, is we use it at the end of a sentence to soften what we just said. Or whatever we said first in the sentence, we don't feel super strong about. So we're going to add though and another idea. Let's look at a couple important examples. I want to stay up late and watch a movie. I'm tired though. So even though you just said you want to stay up late, you contrast it by saying you're tired though. And we could say for this sentence, though I'm tired, but I find that American English speakers most commonly add though at the end of sentence. But either way makes sense and is correct. I didn't think I could run a marathon, but I finished though. So even though you didn't think you could do it, you proved it wrong though. And this is the same thing. We could contrast it by saying, though I finished, but it's more natural for native speakers like myself to say, I finished though. We can commonly use though in the middle of a sentence, and it makes the statement a bit more strong. But I will say in casual conversational spoken English, we tend to put though at the end of a sentence. But here are a few examples where it's perfectly acceptable to have it in the middle. She is really talented, though she doesn't believe in herself. So again, we're contrasting two different things. So the first part of the sentence, we're saying she's really talented. That's a good thing. Though, if she doesn't believe in herself, that's not a good thing. So it's contrasting what you said first in the sentence. Or you could say, I want to go to the party, though I don't have a ride. So you're contrasting your desire to go to the party with your ability to not go to the party because you don't have anyone to drive you. Maybe you're wondering how though can be used in a question. So we use though just to emphasize our curiosity in a question. Maybe your friend is leaving a party and you think it's pretty early. So you might say, you're leaving already though? So this just emphasizes that you find it kind of strange or surprising that they're leaving and you want to know why. You're leaving already though? So this though at the end really makes it a question. If you have a child that's reading a very complex book, you might say, he's reading that already though? So it's a statement, and adding though at the end shows how shocked and curious you are that they're reading in a book that would normally be for an adult. You're shocked at their ability. So when we use though, it's like a question at the end of a sentence. It just shows we are very curious. Let's go over some really common phrases that use the word though. The first one is even though. And I'm teaching you this even though I've already used it so many times throughout this lesson. It's such a normal, natural phrase in my English. So you can use this phrase even though at the beginning of a sentence just to show some contrast. So you can say, even though it's raining, we are going to have fun outside today. So the idea of it being raining would normally not be a great time to go outside and play or have fun, but even though it's raining, we are still going to have fun today. The phrase as though is also very common and natural in the English language. It's used to describe a similar situation. She's spending money as though she has $1 million. She doesn't really have $1 million. It's contrasting the first part of the sentence, but you're saying she's doing this like she has $1 million. she's doing this as though she has $1 million. So we use this phrase as though when something's also surprising. So you're acting as though you've never had pizza. So pizza is such a common food, especially in the United States. If someone was eating it and saying, wow, I've never had this food before, it's so good, you'd say you're acting as though you've never had pizza, meaning you've probably eaten this before, it's such a common food. And another common phrase that's used with the word though is though it may be. So we use this phrase to introduce a possibility. Though it may be hard, you should still study English. So for some people, it might be hard. For a lot of people, it might be hard to learn English, but we're just introducing that as a possibility. And we can say even though it might be hard or though it might be hard, and they pretty much mean the same thing in English. I love this dress, but it costs a lot of money. Yeah, even though it costs a lot of money, you should buy it. I just want to relax this weekend. That sounds great, but we have a big project due on Monday though. True, though maybe I can work on it Saturday morning. Sometimes we don't really need to use the word though in our sentence. The sentence would mean the same thing without the word though. We just add it in naturally for emphasis. So this is a really hard thing to learn when you're learning the English language, but you'll start to notice it now that I've pointed it out to you. You might say to someone, I told you not to do it though. This means the same thing as I told you not to do it, but it just emphasizes that you said it before, you told them not to do it though. We just add that word though to really hit the point that we said it before. You could say, my sister does not like to sing in front of people. She's really talented though. This means the same thing as my sister does not like to sing in front of people. She's really talented. Before I wrap up this lesson, you need to make sure that you're not making this common mistake with though. Two other words in the English language are always confused with though, mainly in writing, through and thought. So make sure when you proofread or read your writing for errors, you have spelled though, through, and thought all correctly, because of course they do not mean the same thing at all. Even though it's difficult, I know now I have taught you how to use though. Hopefully that sentence made sense to you, because there are so many different ways that you can use the word though in the English language. Let me know your example sentence in the comments below, and I will tell you if you are correct. I hope to see you in the next English lesson, and visit EnglishWithKayla.com to sign up for my 6-week Upgrade to Native English course. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Thanks for watching. Goodbye!